Hey everybody, welcome to a new episode of That Crypto Show. My name is Dirk Hartig. I'm the head of trading education here at primexpd.com. I'm also a professional full-time trader with 25 years of experience. Today I want to find out if it's true what I'm reading out there, that the classic indicators like the RSI Relative Strength Index are not usable anymore in crypto day trading. So I've deposited 10,000 US dollars on my trading account at primexpd.com and will scalp the 1 minute chart using just the RSI Relative Strength Index for entry signals. The RSI or Relative Strength Index is one of the most classic indicators out there. It was invented or introduced by a gentleman called J. Wells Wilder in his 1978 books, New Concept in Technical Trading Systems. It's one of the classic indicators. It's a momentum-based oscillator that measures the speed and the magnitude of an asset's price development. It oscillates between 0 and 100, and the classic interpretation is every time the value of the RSI goes above 70, it means that the market is, so to say, overbought. So a correction to the downside is inbound. If the indicator falls at or below 30, it means that the market is oversold and a correction to the upside is inbound. So we are going today with a classic interpretation. So every time the indicator goes at or above 70, I'm going to open a short position in Bitcoin US dollar based on the 1 minute chart. Every time the indicator goes to 30 or below, I'm going to open a long position. With this strategy, as soon as we open the first trading position, we are always going to be in the market, because the classic interpretation does not say here when to close positions. So I'm going to hold positions as long as the other extreme is reached again, meaning if I have opened a short position, I'm going to close that short position as soon as the RSI goes to 30 or lower, and then reverse into a long position, for example. That way, as soon as we enter the market with our first position, we are going to be always invested. By the end of the day today at 6 p.m. I'm going to close the last position and then evaluate if we have been successful with this trading strategy today, and if so, how much did we earn or how much did we lose, and what could we have done better or differently. I hope you're going to enjoy my scalping and day trading journey today, and if you do so, please leave us a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to see you again as soon as we open the first position. Alright guys, and here we are live now. So I've, as I said earlier, deposited 10,000 US dollar tokens on my primexpd.com margin trading account. I've, by the way, activated one-click trading, because that way, as soon as I click the green buy button or the red sell button, my trade is automatically going to be executed without having to press confirm again. I think this is very important when scalping the markets, that you can react very, very fast, because after all, we are trading the 1 minute charts here, and sometimes, you know, a second or 10 seconds in delay really can make the difference, because obviously we are aiming here for small gains per position. And I'm trading here. Actually, I missed a trade entry already earlier because I was was recording this introduction for you guys. But it looks a bit like the market's going down. We can see it falls now below the 30 line for the RSI down there. So as soon as this candle closes and it's still below, I want to enter my first trade. So I'm getting ready here. We're going to wait a little while until the candle is done to really make sure this is a confirmed entry. It is. All right, good. I entered the trade now. So here we go. And it's like almost 9:30 now. Our first trade has entered. Maybe I want to tell you a little bit about the position size I'm trading here today. I've chosen to not go too crazy with leverage. So I'm trading 1 Bitcoin US dollar per position. With the 10,000 I have on the account. So that means it's roughly a leverage of 1 to 2.2, 2.3. And I'm doing so because it could very well be throughout the day that we have to enter multiple positions. Because what could happen, and we saw that earlier, for example, here already in the RSI, is that it, for example, drops below 30. So I open a long position, then it goes up again, and then again drops below 30. And since we want to really plainly play by the rules, the standard rules for trading the RSI, that means I would have to open another long position. So eventually, you know, if that happens like 3, 4, 5, or 6 times, I'm going to build a position. And if I use too much leverage here right from the beginning, I very quickly might be coming into a zone where I am in danger of a so-called margin call, or where I don't simply have enough funds anymore to cover potential losses. So we want to rather take it easy. Still, it's not a low leverage. So imagine if we have like 4 or 5 positions, we're very quickly at a leverage of 1 to 10 to 1 to 15 there. But let's see first if that really happens today. Depends, of course, also on how the market will play along. So we're just going to wait here a little while and see how this position is developing. And as soon as I have to open a new position or close this trade, I'm going to be here back with you guys then. So at the moment, not really exciting stuff happening there. Market moved a little bit into our direction, but then decided to go down again. So right now we have a small loss of roughly $5 to $10 with our position. So we need to be patient here and really wait until we maybe get the next signal. I thought for a while that the next signal was coming there, but seems like the RSI is now deciding to go to the north again. Later, when I edit this, I'm of course going to fast forward this a little bit for you, so you don't need to be in real time here with me in front of the screen. And yeah, I'll just come back to you when something exciting happens again. All right, so some time has passed now. We are roughly at 9:50 in the morning now. Position is developing quite good, I must say. I'm really waiting now here. It could be a reversal where we close the long position now and have to enter the short position. I'm getting ready here to make my mouse click. Not crossed yet, but a little bit higher, and then we would exit the position and go into a short trade. So it has been developing really quite nicely. On, what is it doing? Yeah, a little bit higher, so you can clearly see the cross is now there. We're waiting for the next candle to appear. Yeah, which started now. Close the position and immediately go short. Here we go. Okay, great. So our first trade has finished, has closed just now. We made a nice profit here after commission of $77.31. So that's always a nice way of starting the day, right? So let's see how our second trade is developing. As soon as I have news there for you, I'm going to be back with you. Okay, we have now here probably our first occasion of a day where we have to enter a second short trade, because the RSI is crossing now over 70 again. So I need to do the short trade here, enter a second position, like I mentioned this morning to you. Rules, again, to summarize this, is first crossing, I did a short trade. Second crossing, I have to do a short trade too. So that means actually we have now leverage by roughly 1 to 4.5, 4.6 to be more precise. So let's see how this position develops. As soon as I have an update, I'm going to be with you here again. All right, so things suddenly moving very fast. Don't even have time here to turn on my video because I'm afraid I'm going to miss the exit of this trade and the entry into the next one. So you can see the market has moved nicely in our direction. Large red candle right now. So we have the cross here of the RSI waiting for the next candle to close the position and reverse into a long position. Here we go. Quickly close and press the buy here. Okay, nice. So our second and third trade of the day really went in our direction. So our profit went up here from $77 to roughly $408, which means we are up by 4% already, and it's not even lunchtime, not even 11:30. So let's see how this position now to the long side is going to develop, and as soon as I have an update there, I'm going to be back with you. Yeah, for a moment I really thought already we had fished almost the bottom here, but market reversing here a little bit. And now entering the zone again, I want to have a quick look here at the higher time frames, how the picture is looking there. Actually, we have not really had that much volatility. Sometimes the 1 minute chart can be confusing. Yeah, we have to see, yeah, we have to buy here again. So quickly enter the second position here, because you can see the RSI went first above 30 and then below 30 again. So according to the rules, we have to enter a second position here. And let's see how things are developing from here on. Hey guys, here we are again. Yeah, so market has been moving a bit sideways, actually went under our buy price again, but it looks a bit now like it has decided to attack the 70 plus region of the RSI again. So we are going to get ready here to close our long position and then reverse to a short position. Yeah, looks like it wants to do that. So let's see, I'm going to get ready to close the position and then press the sell button as soon as the minute is over here and our candle is done. Yeah, like I said, a little bit of time has passed since we entered those long positions. Market seems to be a little bit in lunch mode slowly, so we gotta see how it develops. Usually you get a little bit of a slow market shortly before the US Open, which is going, well, still about, I would say 2 hours away. Okay, I think want to get ready here. The candle should be done soon. Hope it stays up there so we get a nice profit again. Yeah, here we go, and sell quickly. Yeah, and yeah, so again, our trade number, what was it now, 4 and 5, I think, gave us a nice profit again. So new balance is 10,607 US dollars. So a nice profit of 7% already. Not too bad for half a day of trading, I would say. Let's see how it develops, and I'm going to be back with you as soon as I have updates on our current position. Yeah, quick audio update for you guys here again, because I'm almost missed this trade. You can see here that I have to sell another position because we went under the RSI 70. That's where we opened the position last time, and so the market went sideways, decided to move up again there and broke over the RSI 70 again. So I had to sell just now another position. So we are 2 Bitcoin US dollar short now, and let's see how this position is going to develop. Yeah, we have to do another sell position here. So let's enter that quickly because RSI again over 70. And this is really what I was expecting earlier already to happen, because this is the weakness of momentum indicators. When you have a clear trend that's developing, you will get those supposedly oversold or overbought zones very quickly again without really your trading position moving in your direction. So let's see how this will develop, I would say. Yeah, again here shortly after our last trade, we probably need to enter soon another trade, RSI going above 70 again. So let's see when this candle's over. If we do have to open another trade, waiting here patiently for the candle to be over. And yeah, here we go. So press the sell button. Good, so that means now we are 4 Bitcoin short and an average price of 22,872. And again, yeah, guys, like I mentioned before, this really can happen when you trade momentum-based indicators, that once you have a trend that establishes itself, those indicators will give you false trading signal. Now, it's not so much a problem. You can see we have an unrealized loss at the moment from those 4 positions of 240, 250 US dollars. So everything good, especially in contrast to or comparison to what we've won before today already. However, if you would be leveraged something now per position or like 1 to 30 or even 1 to 50, you would be already quite in grave danger of totally destroying your account, because the unrealized loss would already be much higher. Because I mean, imagine now we have here now 2, 4, 6, 8. We are roughly at a leverage here of 1 to 9. So compare this now. If you would have a total leverage already of 1 to 100 or 1 to 150 or 1 to 200, your account would be really in problem. So good example here why it's important not to go too crazy on the leverage. And yeah, we are going to see how this whole position continues to develop, if we have to go further short until our account eventually will break, or if we are able to recover this. Yeah, from rags to riches here, really. So our position is about to be able to be closed, because the RSI is going to fall under. Yeah, it happens. Close quickly, and then I need to buy. Why I cannot buy there here now? Let me try again. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Good. Somehow I think I clicked too fast there, so my order was rejected by the system, my initial buy order again. And yes, so really, like I said before, we were a bit lucky here because we did not go crazy on the leverage. So the initial loss was able to turn into the profit, because eventually the market came down again. Like I said before, you wouldn't have been able to do this if you would have gone too crazy with a leverage, with just a leverage of 1 to, just in hyphens here, of 1 to 9 or 1 to 10. We were still able to turn it around. So we are up. What is that now? 10%, almost 11% for the day. So that is crazy for not even a day of trading. And we are now approaching 3 p.m. here. So let's see what the last 3 hours of scalping for today have for us in stock. Yeah, sometimes things like this can happen. I just missed an entry into a long position, into a second long position to be more precise. RSI went under 30 again, but I was on my phone. And in cases like this, which always can happen, especially on the lower time frames, do not rush into a trade where you have missed the entry signal. There will be plenty of more chances along the way, I'm sure, until 6 p.m. today. If you've been affected also now with a trading virus and you think what I'm doing here is quite interesting, well, first of all, leave us a like, please, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And in the description of this video, you will find links to open a free Prime XBT trading account, where you also have access to this great low commissions that you need to scalp the markets, to trade those lower time frames. And if you watch the video until the end, you're going to get a nice promo code from me today, which is going to allow you to further reduce even with already low commissions. Sounds like a good deal, right? It has been quite a while now, to be precise, like over an hour since we opened our last long trade. It's in profit right now. There was one point here at almost 315, 310, I think it was, where we almost hit our take profit and reversed to a short position. However, the RSI didn't really cross the line of 70, so I didn't close the position and reverse it. So it's 4 p.m. now, still 2 hours to go. Let's see how this trade is going to develop. Well, finally, it seems like we are breaking out of the sideways range that we've been in really for a prolonged time now. And turns out it was good that we didn't have to enter the short position earlier. Market now really running nicely in our direction, and we have to wait now if the RSI really wants to cross the green line there, the line of 70, because that would mean we can close our current long position with a nice profit and then reverse to a short position. And it looks like it wants to continue for a while here. So I'm pretty confident that if the market can stay like this for another, what is that now, 20 or 10 seconds, that we will be able to exit this trade also again with a nice profit. Things are really, really running today in our ways. I want to hover here quickly. How long is it still here? All right, let me hover already over the closing here and get ready. Yeah, here we go. And then quickly sell. All right, okay, everything is in order. So wow, great. Made a nice profit there again. We are now up by 1,400 US dollars. So that's a profit in percent of 14% already, and we still have 1.5 hours of scalping, of day trading to go. So really crazy day, is by far exceeding my expectations. And later on we are of course going to do a summary, see what we could have done better, how we can tweak the whole thing a little bit. But yeah, I'm pretty optimistic by this point that the day is going to be a profitable day for us. So let's see now how this short position develops. Yeah, wow, now we are seeing really some action in the market. So earlier I was really thinking already that we almost fished the top there and would be going down directly under 30 in the RSI again. But market has had a rebound just now, and it looks like there's a chance that we have to do a second short entry here with 1 Bitcoin US dollar. So let's see. Yeah, here we go now. Okay, it's a little bit discussable here if we really should have entered, but if you look like very, very close to the RSI, minimal over 70. So yeah, we have now 2 Bitcoin. We are now 2 Bitcoin US dollar short, and let's see how things are going to develop. And let's see how the last 1 hour and 10 minutes are going to be for us trading wise. See you again soon. Okay, nothing exciting really happened anymore since we opened our position. We are currently in profit. However, the time is now approaching 6 p.m. And as we said this morning, I want to stop trading at 6 p.m. As a matter of fact, has just turned 6 p.m. So I'm now going to close the remaining positions. Here we go. And this wraps it up for today. So we ended the day with a profit of 1,586 US dollars, or 15.9% in performance, which is insane, which is crazy. This, I think, for any scalper out there really is a successful day that we can be proud of and pat ourselves on the shoulder. I'm going to wrap everything up now for you, and then I'm going to see you with a summary in a short while. Wow, a crazy day trading and scalping day draws to an end for me, and I hope you had as much fun watching this day trading video as I had trading it for you. And guys, I can guarantee you every single trade you saw in this video was exactly executed in the way that it was shown. So there was no cherry picking, no nothing, no sugar coating. We really had a success rate here of 100% this day. You can also see this statement here directly from the primexpert.com trading platform for my account there. So really a great day. There are some things, in my opinion, that are essential to success if you want to scalp the market. First of all, the lower your trading fees are, the more you will have left over in your pocket. Now, PrimeXPT already has very low trading fees with just 0.05% for the Bitcoin US dollar trading pair. However, with this promo code that I promised you called The Room, you will be able to get a further 50% discount on trading fees for a limited time, putting your commission to 0.025%. Now, every trade I'd executed today was executed with a normal trading fee of 0.05%. So by the end of the day, the leftover amount in your pocket could have been even higher than what I did today. However, before you go crazy now and think something like, wow, if I make 11.6% per day, what would happen with my money within a month? Well, to be precise, if you can make this 30 days in a row, so roughly 1 month of trading Bitcoin US dollar, 11.6% per day, you would turn your 10,000 US dollar into 270,000 US dollar. Sounds great, right? Yes, it does. However, the devil really is in the details. We were quite lucky today because we had a day where we had a bit of volatility, but not too much volatility. So the markets were ranging, were going sideways in a large enough range to harvest the profits from the 1 minute chart time frame. If we would have had a day where the markets are trending, for example, only upwards, we would have been in dear trouble with a trading strategy like this. This is why, remember in the beginning and the middle of the video when we had those 4 open positions, I told you to not go crazy with leverage, because if the market moves too much in one direction and you have to continue to open position, you might you might get into trouble. So you are not going to be able to make 11.6% every day with 100% winning rate with this strategy. There will of course be also days where you end up with a loss. And it's up to you to determine where your maximum threshold of pain really is. So you could, for example, say if you are also trading with 10,000 US dollars, well, if I lose $500 or $1,000 or wherever your maximum daily limit is, then I'm going to stop trading for that day. That's totally okay. Every professional trader will act like this. So really have some discipline here, and in the morning, make your decision. Is this going to be a ranging day with not too much volatility, but also not too less volatility? Well, then you can use a momentum-based strategy like the RSI strategy and be successful with it. If you think the volatility is going to be very high and into one direction, so for example, just down or just up, be careful with these momentum-based strategies. They can lead to severe losses. As always, guys, set yourself a limit, don't go crazy on the leverage, and please leave us a like, subscribe to our channel, leave me a comment if you want to see more things like this in the future. Maybe you have another indicator there that you would like me to test for you in a scalping strategy for one day to see what we can make of it, if we can turn it into a profit or loss. Going to see you again very, very soon. Take care and bye-bye.